guys.
This has been the Loading Ready Run Men's Mostly Choir.
Are we mostly men
and
or
then
mostly
we are
a
definitely
choir?
men, but we're mostly
salon
a choir.
quartet.
Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to
The Crapshoot.
the Crapshoot. You can tell that's what this is because it says it down there. And also...
On the
up
TV.
Expertly presented. Wait, what?
Hey!
This Risa.
It's coming from inside the room!
Yeah, I'm at 156 there.
It's actually over there.
AKA Christian, who you might remember is one of our Kickstarter executive producers, is actually in the room with us today.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hidden.
He is executive
And it's
producing
definitely
us.
not a special effect.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
He's not a Will.I.am hologram.
The Bionic Trousers Mixed Company Choir. I'm going to go back to the Bionic Trousers Mixed Company Mostly Choir.
Is it like my friend's idea for the Fringe Festival micro skit, which was the Tourette Syndrome Barbershop Quartet? It was not cool.
Not really. Oh, God.
Either you're mostly men or you are Devo. Those are your only choices.
Ooh.
Fair.
We do
We got
have
the
the
hats.
helmet thing.
Yeah.
We've got one power dome. It's true.
Let's go west. Wait, is that what that
That's
hat's
Pet Shop
called?
Boys.
The power
Dang
dome,
it.
yes.
Yes. Well, first was the Village People, and then it was the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But
Good-
they were
good music
wearing
trivia.
Wait,
Devo-ish hats in
In the
the
video.
music in the Go West music video. The
Yes.
song Go West was by the Pet Shop Boys.
Right.
Or
Wait,
sorry,
is-
it was by the Village People, and then it was famously covered by the Pet Shop Boys.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I can.
So, like, Nothing Compares to You is actually a Prince song?
What's that?
I was to say, this very important breaking news just came in from Rogers.
Oh, that's our cell phone provider.
It says, Paul, you've been good to us,
Uh-huh.
so we want to be good to you.
Uh-oh.
Are they lowering your cell phone bill
Ha!
to less than $100 a month?
No. You can save $75 off any smartphone when you upgrade your device on second select 2-year plans. I was all excited about it. It's like, you've been good to us, we want to be good to you. I was like, oh,
So
man.
here, have this promotion we're offering literally everyone.
Yeah.
Aw,
Reply stop to opt out. I should probably do that.
I did. Like, immediately, the first time they sent me an unsolicited ad, I was like, alright, we're done here.
You went down.
We're
to
no longer friends.
You went to headquarters and burned that motherfucker down.
So, on the Crapshoot, we make a crap shot. The crap shots are our 30 to 60 second-ish micro sketches, and today we're going to write one spelled correctly, unlike what I did in the tweet. Edit
What'd
it.
you write? What'd you say in the tweet?
R-I-G-H-T. I don't know why.
Hey, I mean, it's going to be the right
I
one.
wasn't paying attention.
Let the right one in.
I said we're going to write, shoot, and edit.
Thanks, autocorrect.
We're going to make
Yeah.
it right.
Thanks, autocorrect.
Yes. Thanks, autocorrect. Anyway, we're going to do that now. So,
Who has
does
who
anyone
has some
have
prompts?
any suggestions?
Oh.
Assorted poisons.
Ooh. Sort of poison.
I-
Now you're making me think of like potion seller. Give me your strongest poison. You can't handle my strongest poison.
Fine, give me your second strongest poison. Well, that one is very
$4.99.
expensive.
Did you see the
Give
video
me
that was...
your second strongest but also cheapest poison. It's like, well, hold on, which was
This
one
is,
point
those-
two?
this
those
is rapidly
variables are-
going to turn into a cheese shop sketch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
That's
magic
fine.
items.
Yeah, it's
That
just
sounds
like,
sweet.
What about Deadly Nightshade? Well, it's the single most classically available poison in the world. It was used to kill
Not much
Socrates.
call for it around these parts. What is the most popular? It's like, well,
VX nerve gas.
Jesus.
Teaspoon on the skin will kill 30,000 people.
So,
Oh, The Rock is a weird movie.
I don't know if this would work as like a crop shot seed, but something that I think I maybe mentioned to you guys, but I've been having this problem. So this is true.
Okay.
I'm having this problem with, so having like a bird outside my apartment
Right.
that's going cheep 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 really loud.
did it build a nest in the tree or something?
This bird has taken that whole like early bird gets the worm thing, and really taken that to heart. He starts at 2 a.m.
Dang.
What the?
The birds are not supposed to be awake at that time,
Not
But-
the owls.
and I kind of feel for the guy because clearly it's not working because he's been doing it for like weeks.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. Like,
Somebody told him that you got to start early,
Yeah.
and
And
he,
it wasn't working, so he just kept moving the time up.
Yeah.
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 Like
Sorry.
translated bird songs where it's all just, hey, hey.
Hey,
Yeah,
Hey.
sorry, the cheese poison bit makes me think of, like, I think it was a Mitchell and Webb sketch where the guy goes into the hardware store and is trying to, like, get rat poison. And he keeps
It's
asking...
Fry and Laurie?
Sorry,
no, it's not Mitchell and
no,
Webb.
sorry,
It
not
is
Mitchell and Webb,
it
it's,
is David. It is Robert Webb, but it's a different show. It's called it was called like starts with the B.
Yeah, so you know the one I'm
Bruiser.
talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Do you do poison?
It's like, do you sell poison? Do you sell poison? Could it kill a human? Could it kill this human? And he holds up a picture of his, like, mom or something.
Wow.
It's like, would it make her organs turn inside out or something? He, like, keeps, like, leaning on him like he's obviously psychotic.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's-
Bruisers.
Yeah, Bruiser.
Bruisers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Do you do poison?
Yeah. Well, they also did a sequel where he goes to, like, a travel agency and starts asking the same questions.
Yeah, yeah. It was a series of sketches they did
It's pretty funny.
about trying to kill somebody with various things.
For some reason, I was just thinking of the Fry and Laurie sketch because you said hardware store, where it's Hugh Laurie's character goes to a hardware store, and is just asking for just incomprehensible nonsense items. And Stephen Fry's like, yes, okay, like.
And like
I
keeps
want-
asking
I
for
want
like
to-
clarifications
Yeah.
on certain things.
I need 2 flunts. Oh, do you want them grundled or not grundled? Not grundled, please. All right, sure. I've got 5 of those, and just gives them. And it's just like it's a
They were-
complete. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
Fry and Laurie are the
I
best.
love that kind of stuff.
Are the best at just the like the
Nonsense.
wordplay
It's
stuff.
the Viking secret wildcard poker. I love that one. Yes, G Dwarf, and then of course there is the classic, the fork handles.
Anyway,
Have you seen that one?
No.
On the 2 Ronnies?
No.
It's a guy with regional dialect going into, again, like just a general goods store.
Yeah.
And he's asking for fork handles, like handles that you would have on like a pitchfork. He's like, I need some fork handles, and he's like, right, sure, 1, 2, 3 fork handles. Right, the entire sketch is that.
Oh,
the whole fucking
just
sketch
misunderstanding.
is just like words that sound like other words, and it's interminable and amazing.
That's amazing.
so somebody mentioned that there was like last week we talked about like the PUBG
The PUBG sketch, yeah.
PUBG trying to do something, maybe even like something in game. I guess I don't know whether the conclusion was that would be a bad thing to do on the Crapshoot, or whether the conclusion was just that particular we had a better idea or a different idea for that particular Crapshoot.
Yeah.
Imagine
But-
you'd have more time to do it properly offline.
Mm-hmm.
Like being like,
Domi
It's like,
Worcester says
did we get that take one more?
yeah.
there's a pub near me that has 4 candles and 4 fork handles framed on the wall.
Wow.
Wow.
Would it just be like a real estate agent showing people around to houses and like, well, we have this nice place in downtown Pochinki. It's like, really? Okay, what does it sell for?
See-
It's like, this one is up for $75,000.
Chat, don't
Really?
be too
Okay.
impressed that us talking about PlayerUnknown summoned Kate to the chat. She can literally hear us talking. She's in
Yeah.
the next room.
Oh, really? What's the downside? Just like a spray of AKM fire.
Jeez.
Like, well, neighbors seem friendly.
Oh, 1 second, Garwolf. I didn't actually missed your first
You
message.
mean-
Let me
would you
scroll
like
What's
down.
the downside? It's an up and coming neighborhood.
Would you like this 40,000 square feet? I mean
gone.
20,000 square feet. I mean 5,000 square feet. I mean a 10
A
square
crap
foot
shot
cube.
sending out bad video game tutorial dialogue where basic things like food are explained bizarrely badly. That's cool.
It's like, I love masticating.
I do like the video game tutorials
Gentrification
That-
is hard in Pochinki.
that everything where they try to do everything like somewhat in game,
Yeah.
or somewhat like in universe, where they're like
we need to
do,
calibrate your visor. Could you
It's
look
like-
up here?
but it'll be like to do this, and like they go through the whole thing, but then they still have to be like push the triangle button. It's like I don't see any triangle button.
Yeah.
That is. Do you mean are we now
You're
jumping
like, push
back?
the triangle button. You're like, I don't see one. They stick him with a cattle prod. It's like, let's just start again. Push the triangle button. Like, I'm pushing the triangle button. It's like, I don't think you have
I-
sufficient motivation
Yeah, it's
for
like-
this task.
Your visor's fogging up with all the snot and tears.
My
I mean, just having like a normal conversation between two people, right? Be like, hey, can you grab me that thing over there? Like, oh, yeah, sure. You know, just like,
Yeah.
hey, can you hey, can you pass me a Coke from the fridge? Sure. And then before they can get a chance to start doing something, the person who asked was like, press triangle to open the fridge, and then press circle to pick up a Coke.
Yep.
And they're like, excuse me, what?
Do we have a dimmer switch anywhere in the office?
For like the lights?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that would be great. It's like, hey, could you adjust the lights in here until you can just barely see this thing, but can't see that?
I don't know why when you're just like go get a Coke, the person like daughters over and just like physics like collapses and it goes wasted. Like they
Like
can't
the
even
door
manage
just like
that.
slams open on the fridge.
I really wish that we could do because I think physics glitches are among the funniest things in the world.
We really need someone with like a gymnastics background.
Oh,
Oh, we still want to do
and
like IRL speedrun strats,
I
right?
can't. I really want to do that. Just like, just like sprinting in your underpants, and
Just
then
the
like
gamma of
you
the
go
room.
up to I don't know the school and like pick up the trash can next to it and like throw it into the door, and it like blows the door off its hinges.
Oh,
and you just
yeah.
like walk in.
Lunar Jade, I
Like-
can't stand that as well.
That's Heather.
Heather.
I know it's Heather. She's posting in the chat as Lunar Jade, so I'm using her chat name. Heather is also in the next room.
Is anybody not here?
Everybody's just off screen.
There's like
Just
35
off
people
screen.
over there, and they're all being very quiet right now. Anyway, she was saying, that, and I hate this as well, when you're reading, and I'm sure all of us have seen this, when you're reading like something on GameFAQs,
Oh no.
and it's like it's going through like a walk through the game, and then whoever's fucking writing it is like, you need to get this thing. It's pretty obvious, so I'm not going to bother telling you where it is. Right? Like,
My other favorite was
You've seen that before.
Was the professors who would be like, "Oh, so you just put it in this equation, which I won't bother solving because you're all capable of doing it." Yeah, it's like this is not a calculus class. This is
what are you drinking?
Yeah, it's like, oh yes, it's like, yes, of course we're all capable of doing it, but let's pretend
It's like it
Yeah.
should be
that we're
obvious.
not.
Then why in the fuck are you writing a FAQ
yeah,
or a game guide if you're not going to tell me how to do everything?
yeah.
I'm just like,
Amdragon, wait, Amdragon, what game fact were you reading? Oh wait, they misread the. Oh, okay. My dad misread it when I was young and tried to sit me down for a talk about sexuality.
I was looking at one game
I
fact.
caught it.
I forget what it was, but it was like look it up. It's like there's like find out what the answer to this is, and then they used like an acronym, but they never like at no point in the fact did they
Right.
spell out that acronym, and so it was like just look it up in the blank thing, and I'm like, that's not a thing in the game. What are they talking about? And they kept using that acronym. And I was like, what? And then finally I figured it's like, oh, that
Or,
makes
like
sense.
horrible community contractions of stuff that they take for granted. It's just like, so you just don't want to woogoof them a couple times. And then e-woogoof. It's like, the fuck is that? Oh, Electric Wind Godfist.
Yeah, it's like, well, this guy's really easy when you RTSR set up correctly and do a BKH.
A tech support person just says it's obvious. I'm not going to help you. Is actually.
Oh my god, a tech support that's like in the style of GameFAQs. So like, hey, I'm having trouble with my phone. It's like, oh well, it should be obvious. So I don't need to tell you.
Has anybody?
Well, this is going to
Have
be
you
a
considered getting good?
this is going to be a spoiler-free tech call, so
Yeah.
Like,
I
has,
can't tell you how to.
I don't want to ruin it.
Has
And
anybody-
I honestly don't understand people who can't figure out their phone. I mean, like, why do we write these guides in the first place?
Yeah. This is a spoiler-free lecture on quantum mechanics.
has anybody in the chat or in person or whatever like actually ever phoned like a video game tip line? Like, remember when they had those?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And it was they would actually be like, you're stuck in whatever game.
Holy shit!
This is the phone number to call.
We have all those old video games, right? We should be like, oh man, check it out, a tip line. I wonder what happens if we call it, and like boop 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 boop, and phoning like a tip line for a game from like 15 years ago. And it's like, hello?
Yeah, it's like, are you having a problem with King's Quest 3?
Yeah.
I have all the strats right here.
I have all this stuff.
They're a little dusty. And
I'll tell you where to get all the potions.
Oh my god, yes.
Who
like
has
I-
the most beard?
It's like
looks
no.
like the most like they've been abandoned somewhere.
If I back comb it, I can.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
I trimmed my mustache this morning, but if
you
I
do the
back
back
comb
comb
it,
and you can get
I
pretty.
can get pretty
yeah,
scraggly.
we need
Do we
somebody to
still
look
have
like
the
an abandoned
cobwebs
mountain
from
man. No,
from Halloween?
I think we got rid of them. Or they're up in cold storage.
Do we still have
maybe?
like the gray hair paint?
Maybe.
No, maybe.
Okay.
I like the idea. It's like I still have all these threads. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them.
And it's like, I'd say I don't really I don't have anything about King's Quest. I was just curious. Like, no, don't hang up.
I'll tell you how to bake the cookie.
I
You have
haven't-
to use the in-game timer.
I haven't taught anybody in 35 years.
My children grew up without me.
Even when King Chess 3 was a new game, nobody called this line.
Yeah.
I get
Is
paid
Michael
by the
Dukakis
answer.
still
I
president?
get paid by the answer. Is Michael Dukakis still president? No.
They won't let me leave this room.
There's a puzzle I can't solve.
It's like Sierra won't let me leave this room. Sierra doesn't.
Sierra went out of business.
Yeah.
When did Sierra go out of business?
It's like the soldiers who keep fighting even after the armistice because
Yeah.
they didn't get the memo.
Sierra Entertainment.
Yeah, there's a guy like in the Pacific Theater.
Oh, they're still around.
Yeah, they're
that
owned by.
Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were.
Well, like
They
they kept trying to get him to surrender, and he just like wouldn't believe them because he thought it was a trick.
CompuCard. Okay. Sorry. I was like, what does Cuck International stand for? CUC, CompuCard.
Oh.
So they
Yeah.
were owned by CompuCard and then Sendant and then Vivendi from 98
Right.
to 2008. So, yeah.
So like they were like Sierra is, like it still exists, but it's very much like it was revived by Activision Blizzard, and now focused on re-releasing old games. Like it's
Keep the
one.
Michael Dukakis joke. Fun fact, he was never actually president.
It's
Yes,
one of those-
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's one of
We
those
know.
games. It's one of those companies that has become just basically like a shell
So I mean,
Yeah.
maybe you could like end up explaining
because
to
the
him
name still has some
that
cachet.
like his servitude is at an end because like these companies don't exist anymore. He's like, great. Oh, it'll be so weird trying to reintegrate into society. Well, I have I have
Luckily, I've got all these computer skills.
yeah, something like that. It's like, well, good thing I can just like buy a house for this much money.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, yeah, now that my job is completed, I can finally put my Pascal coding skills to use in the world of tomorrow.
Just like, oh.
You know what I think is funnier is if you're just like you're calling him and you're like, yeah, how do I get past like this thing, and then it's just like, and he's like, oh, finally I've trained for this, and it's like you get like maybe he gets a third of the way in his answer. He's like, oh, never mind, I figured it out, and you just hang up on him.
It's so cold.
So
Yeah.
2008 is when the Sierra, the Sierra brand name has been sort of resurrected recently by
Right.
Activision, but it was closed for reals in 2008 after being zombified for some period of time.
Yeah, it's like the Atari thing where they're
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
like
This
probably
is-
a
this
they're
is
like
a
the
little
name
less-
is more valuable than the actual.
This is a little less mercenary than that, but because they sold it to Activision. They shut it down and sold it to Activision. No, sorry, got that backwards. They sold it to Activision. Activision shut it down in 2008, and then in 2014 they were like, "We're going to make new games under the Sierra name," which such as King's Quest, like the new King's Quest. So, anyway, okay, so
I do like this idea.
Kathleen did get a haircut. I like it too. All right, so.
Yeah, I got all my hairs cut off.
So looking
everyone?
through,
About 80% of them, yeah, actually.
looking
Can you
through
do the back
old
brush?
games.
Yes. Here.
Zoop.
Nice.
So sleek. So
We're
sweet.
sleep.
Do that, but face the other way so chat can see all the hair that disappeared.
Whoop.
Where did it go?
Secret
I
haircut.
left it behind.
Secret haircut.
Mhm.
In the back. Secret.
I left it literally on the salon floor.
It is very you.
Yerp.
So looking through old games. Hey, remember, like holding
Gotta
one
pull
up.
up Twitch chat so I can read hair compliments.
Neat, noise. Wow, she's a boss. Mon Dieu, noise.
So basically, Doge.
Like the game should be like, hey, like, do you want the naked code for Leisure Suit Larry 3?
Wow.
Isn't
That's
that
a
just
deep cut.
isn't that just like play Leisure Suit Larry? Isn't that?
Is
Yeah.
there ever any actual nudity or sex in those games?
Nudity.
I
there's
heard that a lot of
boobs.
it's like.
It's
Okay.
pretty much like Police Academy tier.
Oh, okay, so it's like 70s style, like there's just titty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
like
implied sex.
Well,
Yeah.
the whole point is that like through the whole game, Larry's trying to get laid and fails repeatedly.
Ah.
So I think at the end, I assume when you
I think
finally
when
beat
I
him,
was
They
a
say
kid,
you have
I was-
sexual catharsis.
I think there's also a lot of like death conditions that involve him like seeing boobies and then immediately die.
Right.
What is this, an anime?
Hey,
Yeah,
free.
kind of, basically.
That'd be a good one. Like, it's like a.
Love Hina or Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, no, you have like, it's like a Gakuen and like some like moe blob comes out. It's like, oh no, my tits are too big, and the guy like gets a massive nosebleed and like starts bleeding to death. He's like, help me, call an ambulance. I'm anemic.
I'm a hemophilia.
Yeah, I'm a hemophilia.
It's just like, "Ugu." It's like, don't ugu me, I'm dying.
Wow.
Oh, anime. Fuck.
Leisure Suit Larry 7. I didn't realize they went up that high.
They should do a grimdark reboot of that game.
I mean, they did do a new there's a Kickstarter for
I mean, I
a new
was
Leisure
kidding.
Suit Larry, but
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that was the one. I never played it. I just knew it was one of those like forbidden games.
Mm.
It's like, oh, there's
Leisure Suit Larry.
yeah, it's like, oh, there's sex in it or something. I was like, oh,
I played one of them. I got like a pack of like a ton of like different
Oh,
Sierra games.
Yeah.
And after playing all the other ones, I played Leisure Suit Larry. I don't think I ever actually got very far in it.
Oh.
It was silly.
Should it be Sierra?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I feel like it's like Sierra or LucasArts are basically like
Yeah.
the two ones that were
Like-
big in that. But I feel like
LucasArts is still extant, though, kind of, isn't it?
no, LucasArts is dead now.
Oh, okay.
After they
Who's gonna
got
make
when,
X-Wing?
when they got bought by Disney,
No.
they closed LucasArts.
that's a shame.
Um,
The
So-
old scum games.
So it's like looking
Yeah,
through
the,
old games.
the people who make X-Wing will be like whatever Disney creative
Interactive,
or
yeah.
interactive or whatever. Yeah.
So it's like looking through some games and then like, oh, hey, remember when games had tip lines? Oh yeah. Hey, I wonder if that still works. Boop 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 boop. Close up of dusty phone. Hands scramble to answer. Hello? Hi, and thank you so much for calling the Sierra tip line. Are you having trouble with King's Quest? I'm happy to help. And then like, whoa, hi. Like, where's the dialogue go here?
It's like, yeah, I just wanted to find out if the line still worked.
It does.
Oh, it
I'm
does.
here.
I have all the strats you could ever need.
Yeah, it's like
when
I
I use
just
that line, it's like
Yeah.
they're,
I have
some
all-
of they're very dusty, and I may have eaten some of
I
them.
have that here.
But I'm here, ready, willing, and able.
Yeah,
It's like,
could
please.
pick a username says, Graham, do you want to reference any specific puzzles? Because he can give you some
I
suggestions.
think we have people in the room that can.
Yeah, it's like, are you having trouble with the Cliffs of Logic in King's Quest VI? It's very important that you remember all the nursery rhymes from your childhood in order to correctly navigate all of these different things. And watch out for characters with glowing eyes, because they are, in fact, the Vizier.
Long pause. Spoilers, man.
Like, wow, spoilers. I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
spoilers click.
In order to get past the dangling participles puzzle, you must first throw a head of iceberg lettuce into the boiling pond.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, this is great. So we got Cam for this.
Yeah.
That should be the end.
end.
Be like, and if you see the characters with glowing eyes, they are the Vizier. Whoa, spoilers. Boop.
You can also order a copy of Roberta Williams' hit single "The Girl in the Tower."
yeah.
Wow.
Man, that was the problem. Like, I've been doing the thing playing Space Quest, and like Space Quest has some puzzles that are weird,
So
but King's Quest always had the thing where it was like Space Quest had some like straight, there was usually some like cause and effect relationship to stuff. It was sci-fi,
Right, yeah,
but
yeah.
so-
I only
but
just
King's Quest
realized-
because it was magic would be just like throw the cabbage into the thing.
Yeah,
Why?
rub the
Because it's
mayonnaise on
magic.
the gate. Yeah.
I just realized that I conflated that game with Space Ace,
Oh.
which was the sci-fi equivalent of Dragon's Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
It's no bueno. Although we should probably play it on Watch and Play.
What, Space Quest? Or Space Ace, rather?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we have it.
you don't really play it.
Yeah. We played... We already played... Last time Ben was here, we already
it's
played,
any
like...
game you can play on a Laserdisc player.
We already played, like, worse, shittier versions of
they were-
the Dragon's Lair and Space Ace games.
Where it's just like trial and error, which button do you push at which point to show which video.
Like,
It's a giant
I think the
QuickTime event.
first...
But it's not even a QuickTime event, because a QuickTime event you can like win and lose, whereas this it's entirely just it's like a Simon Says memorization thing.
It really is.
But
with no guide. Like, you have to guess.
Yeah,
Because the first
and what's
Dragon's
logical doesn't make sense, like doesn't work.
I read a walkthrough for Dragon's Lair, and it was just like, it's not enough to just like react to one thing. It's like, in this situation, you have to tap like left attack up to put your like sword away after. Like, if you don't get the entire rigmarole, you just get one shot at every time.
Well,
Like-
there's no multiple shots. Like
Well, no,
you
but-
either succeed or you're dead and
yeah,
start
exactly.
again.
It's just like rip
The
ripperoni.
I actually had Space Ace again in a pack. The computer store near me used to sell these like packs of it was like 6 or 10
Reacting's so funny.
CDs,
What's wrong, Billy?
Right.
and there usually would be like a couple really good ones. Like I got one like a LucasArts pack that had like Day of the
What game is
Tentacle.
that lettuce
and-
one from?
King's Quest 6.
Thank you.
It had like Day of the Tentacle and Indiana Jones: Fate of Atlantis and like a couple other and Sam Max, like really good
Right.
one. And then it also had Space Ace and Dragon's Lair.
Right.
And, you know, I played it a little bit until I figured out what it was, and I was
James, what did you do?
like, oh,
What? What did he do?
What?
What did he do?
I don't know. The chat heard some sort of sound.
Yeah, and I don't know what it was.
Billy?
Billy?
Everyone in the chat's going, Billy? What happened to Billy? Was it like a pre-roll ad for something?
If it was, I don't know where the hell it's from.
Weird. James has no idea what that was.
What was-
There's a ghost in the machine.
Okay.
Ghost Billy.
anyway, the CD, the version of it that I had, I figured out had a cheat code, so you could just like type in the cheat code and it would just play it from beginning to end
Oh, yeah.
and showing you all like the
Right.
entire thing, like all the deaths
Just
and everything.
watch it like a movie.
And it was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. Good animation.
So what was what was the lettuce one?
In order to get past the dangling participles puzzle, you must throw the frozen head of iceberg lettuce into the boiling pond, but you have to get it really quickly because it'll melt in 5 minutes in your inventory.
To get past
What?
Yes.
So the iceberg lettuce freezes the boiling pond.
to get
Yeah.
past
If anybody was ever confused why I hate point-and-click adventure games,
Yeah.
Okay, to get past the dangling participles puzzle, could you say it more slowly,
Yes.
please?
In order to get past the dangling participles puzzle,
Yes.
you must first collect the iceberg lettuce from. You must collect the iceberg lettuce from the garden and then throw it into its boiling pond before it can melt.
The boiling.
that makes my brain hurt.
Apparently that was a Skittles commercial. The Billy thing.
Oh, all right.
People are saying, well, Mike Smith 916 says Doctor's Lure in the 80s, the tip guy wouldn't have had used the word strats, and tip lines
Yeah.
went away before King's Quest 6. Really?
Yeah.
Went away before that?
I don't know. When did King's Quest 6
I'm
come
sure
out?
it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bend time on that one.
Yeah.
I think the kind of person who is actually us in the
I mean, I
comments
would
here-
probably say it would be an earlier King's Quest, but when was that?
King's Quest 6 came out in 1992.
Yeah.
That's totally within the realm here.
Yeah, tip lines were around
is
till
a
like
s-
the 2000s.
Yeah.
like
It's
the,
a
or the
CD-ROM
late
version.
90s.
Yeah, you're right about the word strats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 1992, yeah, there wouldn't have been
You had to say,
GameFAQs or
like,
anything at
strategy.
that point.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
Hints. Oh yeah, hints is way better.
Yeah.
wouldn't have been much in the way of online stuff at all.
God,
There
fucking.
wouldn't have been any online stuff. You would have had to have called a tip line.
You ever read like video game hints in the style of like to defeat the cyber demon, shoot it until it dies?
Yeah.
Shit like that, where it's like not
I guess
actually.
maybe
a
there'd be
hint.
like a BBS system or something like
Yeah,
that.
I
It was a
remember-
joke, wasn't it?
Yeah, BBS BBS
no,
would
I
be
think
around.
it was for real.
Like,
But usually, mostly you would probably get it from magazines. You
Yeah.
get like that. That was like the
the
big.
Nintendo Power.
Yeah, like that was like the killer app
Electronic
of those
game.
magazines,
Yeah.
right?
Just
you know, the
game tips.
the reviews were good, but then it was also like the
The how to
strats for the
beat
games,
games,
Yeah,
'cause
and then the internet destroyed that.
I do remember finding a Ultima 4 strategy guide on a BBS.
Yeah.
That was exhaustive and like 1,000 pages long because Ultima
think
4
I've-
was interminable.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been on a BBS.
No?
before.
Oh,
My friends would
I
set
was
them up
on
in high school.
Usenet briefly to find stuff.
my dad was an early adopter of all things technological. So I remember having computers, and I remember like having internet almost as soon as you could get the internet.
Right.
Okay, slowly. What was the nursery rhyme one?
Oh, in order to navigate the cliffs of logic, it's very important that
Yeah,
you
the cliffs.
remember all the nursery...
Wait, sorry.
I'm sorry.
The Cliffs of Logic.
Yes.
In order to navigate the Cliffs of Logic,
It's very important that you remember nursery rhymes from your childhood.
This is also King's Quest 6?
Yeah, although I don't think these ones were... The Cliffs of Logic was just like, it would show you like... The Cliffs of Logic... No, sorry, yeah, no. In order to navigate the Cliffs of Logic, it should be you need the original manual from the game
yeah.
in order to look at the poems in it, which will give you hints on how to defeat all the puzzles.
Wow.
Oi.
I mean, yeah. The one that I dealt with, you know, for people who saw the, have been doing the Paul
Pro
Quest
hint,
thing.
you'll need the manual.
For doing the Paul Quest thing, in Space Quest 6, which is the one that I am currently kind of stuck on and have been procrastinating completing because it's not good.
Man, why are games so casual
But,
these days?
The fun part about it is the
Beware of any character with glowing eyes because they are the vizier.
vizier.
Yeah, they are the evil vizier in disguise.
But Space Quest 6 has a puzzle that it's entirely not mentioned in the game, but there's no way to solve the puzzle without you need the book that comes with the game that has the solution to the puzzle
Right.
in it, or the way to figure out the solution to the puzzle. I got the Space Quest collection off of Steam,
Yeah,
which does not include that book.
yeah.
Like it includes a PDF of the manuals for the other game, including the like copyright protection
Right.
for the other games. It doesn't say anything about this extra piece that comes with Space Quest 6.
I remember Quest for Glory 2, its copy protection was that you had to, in order to find any place on the map of the city, you had to actually walk to it in the city. But the city's streets were a maze, and the copy protection was it came with a poster that it was a map.
Fixed. The
Graham,
glowing eyes are,
You guys-
the evil vizier's genie in disguise.
Oh,
Do you
I'm
guys
sorry.
remember, like, for copy protection on games that you would have to, like, enter a code that was, like, came in the manual or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
like-
I remember that from
There's
being a
a
very
code.
small
My
child.
favorite was I had one for Jack Nicholas Golf.
Yeah, this
for
was-
the Commodore 64.
Uh-huh.
And the manual, which is folded, it's not even a manual. It's just there's this piece of paper that would fold it up and slip into the floppy disk envelope, and it was pictures of all the courses.
Right.
And at the beginning of the game, it would show you. It'd be like, what course is this? It would show you the map, and you have to go to your
Right.
manual and be like, oh, that's course 15. But the trick is that the piece of paper was printed in black ink on dark red paper,
Oh,
meaning
so
it was impossible to photocopy.
Right.
Yeah, that was like
Right.
the codes that you had to. Whatever game I was playing, I was like maybe
Except
like 7
unless
or 8 at
you
the time.
You color photocopy.
Like yeah,
But that
and
didn't
you'd have
exist
like
at the
this
time.
like
exactly.
black paper with like red printing or something like that. So it was incredibly hard to read.
did you want to have that at the end, whatever he like blurts into the phone and like doesn't get a reply, and just sort of like turns and kind of like thoughtlessly like eats another piece of paper?
Yeah.
It's like, also, if you would like to order a copy of a Roberta Williams hit single, The Girl in the Tower, we can send it to you on a series of floppy disks in WAV format.
Sorry, what was that?
If you would like to order a copy of Roberta Williams' hit single, The Girl in the Tower, from...
Copy of the.
Roberta Williams is the designer for
Yeah, the lead designer.
for most of the King's Quest games.
Yeah.
The Roberta Williams hit single.
Yes.
The
The Girl in the Tower.
I feel like hit single is a stretch.
Yeah.
We
We
can.
can send it to you on a series of 16 3.5 inch floppy disks in WAV format.
Wait for it. How would you even attach those files together?
It probably has like an executable, and then you have to take
3
it.
1/4.
3 1/4.
It's like,
yeah,
What
man,
did you say?
this-
3 and a half, or
It's 5 1/4 and 3 1/2.
yeah, 3.5-inch floppies, or
Dude,
5 1/4.
My hard drive's only like 4 megabytes. Sorry, no, it's 300 megabytes.
Can you imagine ever needing
Yeah.
anything
She's
else?
so
You could
stoked.
you could split the.
Also, if you're having technical problems running the game, you can. We have several recommended auto-exec bat and config sys files in order to
It's-
store your mouse drivers. And
We might even have to.
memory.
We might even just cut it at spoilers, but
It's good.
So here's what we have. Person has 1 line. Paul, you want
Okay.
to read person?
All right. Hey, remember when games had tip lines?
It's like, wow, look at this thing. And then who's caller? Alex, you want to just read for that?
Oh wow! I wonder if it still works.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. Hello, hi, and thank you so much for calling the Sierra tip line. Are you having trouble with King's Quest V? I'm happy to help.
6.
6.
Sick. No.
Yeah.
I-
Hi. I just wanted to find out if this line still works.
It does. I'm here. I've got all the hints you could need. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them.
Cool. Well, I don't really need to know anything about King's Quest V. So...
King's Quest 6, is it? Did you know in order to get back and to get past? Why did I write back? Did you know in order to get past the dangling participles puzzle, you must first collect the iceberg lettuce from the garden and then throw it into the boiling pond. But watch out, it'll melt in your inventory in 5 minutes.
Neat. Okay, so I'm gonna go.
No, please, I get paid by the answer. In order to navigate the cliffs of logic, it's very important you remember nursery rhymes from your childhood. Pro hint, you need the manual. And beware of any characters with glowing eyes, because they're the evil vizier's genie in disguise.
Wow, spoilers. Boop.
If you'd like to order a copy of the Roberta Williams hit single The Girl in the Tower, we can send it to you on a series of 16 3.5-inch floppies in WAV format.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Wow.
I just for the pathos, I kind of want to do like it's like you need to get the iceberg lettuce and throw it into the I ate that part. I
He's got
don't,
the Sierra Online logo inked on his forehead.
it's like I don't know where you throw the iceberg lettuce. I had to eat that part.
Man,
Yeah, let's actually I'll cut the wave
if
thing.
we
It's
had
gonna
if we had
affect
more
the flop.
I mean,
budget, you'd have
we-
like a pair of shackles emblazoned with the Sierra logo.
Floopies.
I like that he's not being like held there. He just won't leave for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Do we want to do something about? I mean, this could there's so
Your
much
job's a sure
different
thing.
things you could do, but
I'm scared about the market.
something about the
Yeah, maybe
like what-
maybe we'll just move the Roberta Williams line to the under the
yeah.
under
Be
the
sure to
thing at
keep
the
an
end.
eye out for our upcoming title, Phantasmagoria. It's rated mature.
Something to do with about like the state of Sierra or something. I don't know, just like if there's more interaction stuff.
Would you like a free subscription to our Inquest
No, please.
magazine?
What's
I mean, it's already over a page.
I
so
know,
it's like,
I know.
This is a
Probably gotta keep it.
I mean, it could be. It's though we've talked about that
This
before.
is a deep peer into
It
Cameron's
could definitely be a
childhood.
whole thing.
mm-hmm.
It's true. I mean, a MIDI file would maybe be more
I just cut the part we talk about.
would fit better.
Um,
I mean, the ironic thing is that it's weird, in how file formats have moved. That in a lot of cases you can exchange processor power for file size.
Right, yeah.
Like you could actually fit a fair amount of music onto a floppy disk now. You could
Yeah.
fit like a couple minutes worth of music onto a
Oh, yeah,
1.5 megabyte floppy disk.
Yeah.
1.4.
1.44. Or
Uh,
formatted for Mac 1.4.
Whereas in WAV format you can only fit like a little teeny bit.
Yep.
But
compressed.
but yeah, but the problem is that like whatever a 25 megahertz computer doesn't have the oomph to compress
Yeah.
to decompress.
386SX 25.
Can't decompress and
Imagine
MP3
somebody
at
like who's
real
just
time.
like, yeah, I get all my music in FLAC format on 3.5-inch floppy. I need like 700 of them.
I remember my friend
It's
actually
worth it.
had a really really old, like it was like 100 megahertz or some sort of really old PC, and one of the big like banner features for it
Mm-hmm.
was that it played video.
Right. Yeah.
But it was basically like a hack because it couldn't play, like there's no codec that it could play. So there were a few videos that it came with that it could play. And those were literally
The only videos.
but those were literally like, it was not, they weren't GIFs, but they were just like a series of JPEGs,
Huh.
but in a special container format. So it was like basically completely uncompressed. It was just like, show all these JPEGs in order with a music track.
All right. I've added one more exchange, which is in the middle, which is it does. I'm here. I've got all the hints you could need. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them, but Sierra is here to help. Pretty sure Activision shut Sierra down in 2008. Wait, what year is it? Is Dukakis still president? Well, this has been fun, but I don't even know anything about
Yeah.
King's Quest V. So, 6 then, and then into that.
I like,
I like
that.
that.
I
Yeah.
like it a
Yeah.
lot.
Good.
Cool. All right. That, I think we are good.
That looks sweet.
Okay. Actually,
Yeah.
Cam, considering you're
So you probably will be a little on the
Do you
long
wanna go into
side,
the
but that's fine.
characters?
We have to send Cam to my house to get the laptop.
Right, yes.
Yeah, Cam and
He's
Kathleen
busy.
are going on a very special goth quest into the sun.
Yeah. In order to acquire the-
But we look really sad.
Can we shift that into a minor key?
That's just lower.
I don't know
Just
how
like
to do
your
major
frown,
minor
your
key.
smiles are turned upside down.
Dun.
Hey, yeah, mod music files. Those were cool.
Oh wow, yeah.
That was a great
Remember
idea.
Real Media? Real Player?
Yeah.
JPEG.
Oh,
Do you remember
boy.
all the Winamp skins that you'd obsessively collect?
Yeah.
Oh.
You would look
I
out
settled
for the,
on Origa.
It
Oh, really?
really
I-
licks the llama's ass.
I
I-
had
oh,
so
really
many
whips the
Winamp
llama's
skins
butt.
of cute anime boys.
It really licks the llama's ass.
Whips the llama's ass.
Is it whips or licks?
I thought it was
I
licks.
thought it was
Really
whips.
whips the llama's butt.
It's
How do
ass.
we-
It's definitely ass.
How do we remember this differently?
I don't know.
Yeah, what was your
It's a
favorite Winamp
Berenstain
skin?
Rift.
Origa.
Origa. I was very, very, very partial
Oh,
to
whips.
a
It
to
really
a Nicholas
Really
D.
the
whips the
llama's
llama's
ass.
ass.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we were right.
It really whips the llama's ass.
What
Llama-
the fuck
it
does
was
that
a-
mean?
It was a thing
Yeah.
from Quake.
What?
In the Quake community, llama was an evolution of lamer.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
Wow.
can we bring back llama?
yeah. It was
Especially
somebody's-
with Quake Live out now,
Yeah.
or whatever the hell it's called, Quake Champions.
totally jibbed that llama.
I thought I figured it was. I always just figured it was just like a weird because. I mean, from a marketing standpoint, I had no idea like what it meant, but I certainly remembered it.
Yeah, it was effective.
Terra at Spinomorphy was like, man, someone must have talked about Real Player. And they're like, man, I haven't thought about Real Player in like 18 years. So, okay. There was a place in town called Roundhouse?
There was a mobile developer.
Yeah.
Clubhouse?
Clubhouse sounds familiar.
No, it wasn't Clubhouse. I've met these people. I don't remember what the
I can't
studio's
remember.
called.
Anyway, there was a studio. We shot the video where we the Xbox 360
Prototype that's just a stack
yeah.
of tapes.
It's like a stack of cassette tapes all sort of bundled together. Anyway, we shot this in their studio in town here, and we were in their boardroom. We were like when we were looking around, they had like a stack of Real Player like notepads, like just notepads with like the Real Player logo on them, or like it was Real Media, but it's the same logo, right? And we were like, wow, where do you find those? And they're like, we're owned by Real Player.
Woo!
And it's like, that exists? Real Media is in a position to own companies?
Yeah, it turns out they actually made they
lot
were
more.
actually reasonably successful at pivoting from turning into sort of
I guess
a different kind of company.
Maybe they saw Shockwave and were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Well, because I believe now I think that the codec that Real Player used was the predecessor to VP8,
oh,
and then that stuff got sold off to various other people, which then eventually made its way to Google.
right."
It was like VP6 or something, and then they iterated on it. So I believe that's that. Like,
I don't think that company's there anymore, by the way.
Went on to form
Where
part of
we-
the
where we
genetic
shot.
material of the contemporary internet.
They're not.
yeah, I believe it was one of those things. Well, like it was because like it was basically because there's so many patents around video codecs that it was like people got it was sort of an in because they were selling this off relatively cheaply. Then they were like, oh hey, we can get this. It's a good basis that we actually own.
Right.
Where this company this is a long time ago. So this company was
Yeah,
sort of in
they
the
still have a
heyday
huge place in Seattle.
of like Facebook Facebook games, and they were making like
Game
Facebook-
House.
Game House. They were making Facebook gambling games.
Mm.
Anyway,
Well, come to
Holy
Ebony,
crap! Game
my
House
lord.
was founded in '91.
Oh.
Huh. Anyway.
Okay.
that is for a different crap shop.
So Cameron and I
Real
should go.
media.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Go
that's
pop, pop.
that's it for the writing. We've now written the thing. Now we're going to take a quick break and then come back and shoot the thing, and then we'll take another break and then we'll edit the thing.
Yay.
So don't go away.
Okay.
We'll be right back after these messages. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, so I think we figured out where to shoot,
Okay.
which is that we're going to do the two people, like the two friends looking at games, probably in the friend zone, and then we're going to set up. We're going to do a little bit of set dressing in the back of the lunchroom table, like in the corner. We still have that floppy disks poster, don't we?
Maybe.
Isn't it? Okay, we should see if we can find
Look
that.
at, yeah, we've got like
But-
posters thing.
I think we put like the Commodore monitor in there and stuff. What did you find for old games?
So we don't obviously we don't have Space or King's Quest.
Right.
The only ones that I could have that are sort of similar vintage. If you want, we can do a quick rewrite. If we want a company that actually doesn't exist anymore, we got Cyan/Broderbund.
Broderbund doesn't exist, but Cyan, I mean, they just made Abduction.
Well, yeah,
I was a
they're now,
Kickstarter backer.
Now they're Cyan
Worlds.
Worlds.
Yeah. But they exist. But that's it's a good point. That would involve rewriting of the jokes, and I remember the puzzles in this game, but not enough to
It did. Riven definitely had a lot of really, really stupid puzzles. in it.
really bullshit puzzles. Yes.
There's also Broken Sword, the Sleeping Dragon, which is by the Adventure Company,
Right. They were like, we make mist games.
which looks like the kind of game that would have a tip line. Although it's a little bit more recent vintage. This is about 2000, I think. 2004.
There's a drawing of Atris in the book falling into the starry expanse.
So these are the only two. Like the rest of the games we have are pretty much
All the CG.
PS2.
All the covers tell the stories of the. That's Gen.
I think
This is Gen
PS2
writing
is
all
the
the
earliest stuff we have. We've got some like carts, but the earliest we have that are sort of this style of game.
Cool.
So
Well, if we just have like a box, if we bring
Yeah.
that like one of those boxes out and just like looking through old stuff and be like, man, remember when games had a tip line, right?
yeah, I was saying it's a shame. I think like my parents probably. I think they just like recently were like cleaning out a bunch of stuff in the basement,
Oh no.
and we had like my like Space Quest 3 like box, which of course back in the day, all games, regardless of what was actually in the box, all games came in boxes that were about this size.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think these look like these are like this is the kind of case
Yeah.
that it should be in.
Okay.
So
shoot-
yeah, we can grab the
Yeah.
box.
Do that. Let's shoot this guy first. So let's set this set up. Set up the set. So. This is all going to be out of focus in the foreground, so we're going to use the Commodore 64 for set dressing.
It's already
Yes.
framed and everything.
Perfect.
Forever.
Christ almighty, this is heavy.
I remember when I actually. So I went to university in 2001, 2002. It's when I entered the program that I was doing, which was an information technology program, and there was an entrance test that was really old. So this was 2002, 2001, I guess, is when I took the test to enter, and there was questions on there that was like, how many Word documents could you fit on a floppy disk? It was like, what the hell kind of a question is that? It depends on the Word document and what kind of and it was like, what's the difference between a 5 and or like what sizes do floppy disks come in? 5 1/4, 3 1/2. This was like this was 2001. Computers still didn't come with this was still way past the time when computers came with floppy disk drives.
Yeah.
They just had never updated their entrance exam part.
Well, you still got your certificate or whatever.
I do like when double-sided discs, literally you took them out and stuck them back in the other way around. Because the 3.5-inch discs were they were formatted double-sided, but the drive had readers on the top and bottom, so it could just read it like that. Whereas the 5 1/4 discs, you literally took them out, flipped them over, and put it back in. That's what double-sided should mean. And you could use a hole punch to make it so you could format the other side. It was silly. It was a grand time. So,
Can we hang that on the wall?
wait a minute.
Those won't be in shot.
None of these were invented yet.
It'll
Actually, no,
need to be lower.
Actually, all of them would have been invented.
It needs to be lower.
Like here?
Little closer to the whiteboard. Yeah, that'll be good.
All right.
James, can you come hang a thing?
We need some of that blue stuff.
Like blue tack?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the temporary, because the temporary hanging stuff.
I mean, if we put a hole in the wall where the Dreamcast one will hang back up, then we can disguise it. Shh. I'm gonna keep getting
Nobody
more.
tell anyone.
I'm gonna keep getting more props together. 1 second. Can you hang that picture? Where?
We want it
There.
a little higher, there. That's sort of where we want. Are you hammering it in with?
I'm gonna hammer it. I'm just gonna push it in. Because this is drywall, right?
Right.
And this ain't gonna stay very easy. And then you just push it in with your finger.
James, the human hammer.
Okay, I was gonna hammer it in a little bit. It's fine. Uh-oh.
That's safe.
Yeah, this is... Nope, stay on. Oh no. No.
Luckily, that's a very, very light
Sure.
picture. That's not.
You fix it. Have fun.
You're the worst hanger. Alright, I think that's pretty good.
It looks straight in the shot.
Alright, that's what's important. So I'm here. There's so much amazing technology around that I don't know about because this is... apparently this room was made in '92. There's a whole backstory to this guy that I'm very fascinated by. Because he's been here, so presumably they haven't let him go home and see his family and stuff. But he hasn't got any news or anything. But then again, there's somebody is feeding him, I guess, or there must be some sort of support mechanism, possibly because nobody's paying attention. That it's that everybody left. Maybe the building that he's in has basically been abandoned. But there's some sort of automated system that's still feeding him or supplying him with stuff, so he doesn't realize that everyone's left. There's yeah, I feel like he would fit right into the world of Portal or something, just some guy who's left in the testing chambers or whatever that just nobody has noticed, nobody bothered to pay attention to.
I found some binders.
Cool.
So those will be good to have. I'm still trying to find... I thought we had just a normal-ass looking phone. just like a base plate and a receiver and everything. Like I know we have the one that looks like a rotary phone, but that's too much of an anachronism.
Yeah.
I thought we had just like a normal.
I don't think so. We've got a banana phone.
We do have a banana phone.
How-
Let's look
that's-
through the electronics bin in the
That's
equipment
pretty normal.
in the props room.
You can be talking on like a radio.
Can you take that to Pat? Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So, this is our bin of like rando electronic crap, and we have like an answering machine, and we have the floppy drive for the Commodore. I don't know why it's in here, but it is. We also had in here up until a moment ago this, which is this is the first camera that we shot Loading Ready Run with. Won that from a contest. Pretty good. But I was pretty sure that we had. Now we have like.
I mean, we could.
We have like this.
I mean, he would actually probably just be on like a headset.
I guess I really.
It would be
like
an
the-
old headset, but he would be on like a person like that would be on one of those sort of old-fashioned headsets. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
have any.
But I kind of like it being a phone though. Also, I don't think we have. I don't think we really have a headset that works.
No, I mean we don't have a phone either, so that's a good point.
Shoot. Yeah, because the only other option we have is
We have various like cordless phones.
we've got this phone.
Like if just the receiver of that isn't too bad. Like if you didn't actually see the phone itself.
Yeah, I did want to get a shot of like the phone being all dusty.
But yeah, we would need a
Speaking of which, I did find what we can use for dust.
dust. Oh, flour,
We've got these things of like
bricks of cocaine.
bricks of cocaine or whatever it was from that crap shot we did. But they're just flour, so we just bust one of these open.
No. But
We're fine.
But our cocaine.
Our cocaine. My cocaine.
You can make more.
It's true. What is this?
It is a spray thing of.
Oh, this
silver.
is the silver. This is the shiny and chrome.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll leave that there.
yeah. Don't spray it into your mouth.
No, I thought we had a different phone, but I guess not.
If you only film that one from the rear, it does kind of look like a landline. We've never showed a rotary.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
It's just a weird phone. Like it should be it should be like
An office phone.
like a cubicle office phone, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe have an old looking phone next door that we could just.
I was thinking about that. I actually poked my
Like-
head down there. That's where I got
like-
those binders.
Like the perfect phone would be like one of those like ones with like all the buttons on it.
Yeah.
But-
But I which they still might have around next door, but I don't know. I don't know. You want to go poke around in that room at the end of the hall?
All right.
So. Yeah, I'll use this for now.
The totally normal everyday office banana phone that is so common in offices.
You have to answer it with
Tiny.
That was my
Cell phone?
legit cell phone.
Yeah.
That was my actual phone for a while. That was a flask we got given by Anime Evolution.
Anime Evolution brand flask.
Alright. So, that's what our shot's gonna look like. Roughly speaking. Hello? Oh! I got King's Quest 6. Can't do that. Wow, you cannot hold this phone there. It just slips out. This is not, there we go. Gotta get it right in there. Oh, here, I've got King's Quest.
Phone, but I don't think this is any better.
No, that phone is not better. Now, what do I look like? What does this character look like?
Oh.
Human male.
Taped glasses.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at character glasses. Pardon me. Is this too much? Hello? See what chat has to say. Ooh, that's in focus. That's not in focus, but that is. I can't see that because it's not.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see if chat's actually working. Oh, it is. I'm just way back on it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Those are lady glasses. Don't care. That looks good. Okay, cool. Glasses good, shirt not. Yeah, obviously the shirt's not correct. Do I do a wig?
I was gonna say, wet your hair and slick it over.
Oh, slick my hair over?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good call, James. All right. Yeah, I can do that. In that case, then all I need is a... Yes.
Maybe a jacket.
Yeah, no, Chad is suggesting, and I believe so, an ill-fitting button shirt.
I have your computer here.
Thank you.
They're
What do you think about these glasses?
they're a little feminine, but I think they work. Good luck. I'm not getting a headache while wearing them.
Well, hopefully I won't be doing it for very long. Wow. What color is this? Peach?
Tangerine.
This may not fit. I mean, like, not fit in the funny way. This may, like, just not... Yeah, this just doesn't fit. The color works, but it needs to be ill-fitting, not fitting. I think these are going to be this. Yeah, it's the same size. What about this one? I feel like a lot of these dress shirts that we all got from the same source are going to be of similar size, but let's find out. Actually, I kind of like the rolled up sleeves. Yeah, this is okay.
Suspenders.
I'm just looking at chat. Maybe the camera is beeping?
Shouldn't be the camera.
I don't know. Obviously, I'll take off my Apple Watch.
Do we have like an old style watch
Hello?
that you can wear?
I think so. All right. I like it. Now, do we have a watch? I want to say we do. Sure. Calculator watch? I don't have that, I don't think. I've got this thing, which actually has a camera in it. My parents got it for me as like a cool spy gadget. But I don't know where the cord is. But yeah, this thing has like a tiny, tiny camera in it. That looks a little...
Nice.
It's got like diamonds at the hours. I think that's actually a little ostentatious. What's that? White... Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Slam a disco ball on
I'm just trying to see if this is... trying to see if that's where we would put a watch, but I don't think so. Yeah, I thought we had watches, but I don't think so. Well, that was a bad way to store those. We've got all these top loaders. One sec. Sure. I'll probably just go with no watch then, given the options. Hey, look, a t-shirt cannon. James?
Yeah,
What are you doing on the computer?
we're trying to figure it out.
Okay. Is there a browser window open on a different monitor?
No, it's a beeping from the camera. There's beeping coming from the camera. We're trying to
From
figure it out.
from this camera?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes.
1 sec, it's gonna go quiet.
Entertain the stream while I go deal with my hair?
Yeah.
Try
Thank you.
miming because I think they turn sound
Or maybe
off.
go in with them.
Who?
Go in with James and Paul.
Alright.
What up?
I was told to come here.
Oh God, now I'm being speech chant.
There's
That would be in speech
there's
jam.
this like little.
Yeah, it's-
I mean, you guys can hear it probably. A little beeping thing. It's not coming from the computer.
I don't know why it would be coming from the camera.
It's coming from the camera. The camera's
Or-
deciding to beep for some reason, or something along one of these adapter chains. I don't know. None of these things should be making beeping noises either, though.
No.
Well, you don't have any of the settings different than when I ever had them.
Actually, let me.
Beep is gone, I think.
Beep is gone.
I hear no beeping anymore. Is the mic dying? No, it wouldn't be that. Because it wasn't, like, consistent. And yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Is the beeping gone now?
You good?
Yeah, I don't hear the beep anymore.
Good job, everybody.
And we fixed it!
We solved the problem.
Hooray!
Maybe it was somehow like the only thing I did was like made sure that was well seated and checked
Yeah.
these, but they seemed fine. But if it's gone, then that's good, I guess.
I agree.
But it is somewhat concerning. All right, problem solved, and
Turn
it
off-
will never come back.
We're not going to turn off the recording at this point, but we can check it later to see if it was being recorded. It should be. Like
It was
should-
definitely, yeah, it would have been, if we can hear it, it's definitely
Yeah.
being put on the track. It's not, luckily it wasn't that loud, so it
Yeah.
shouldn't have been too distracting. But
Get back
Sorry
out
about
there and
that.
film.
but I guess it's better now.
Alright, I'll go find Cam. He could dance some more or something.
All right.
Oh, good.
Hello.
Hello. Howard. Goodbye.
Hi, Cam.
Hey,
You came
is
back.
audio back?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just reading up on Roberta Williams, who was one of the co-founders of Sierra Online. She was the person who wrote and developed like all of the King's Quest games, and
Yeah, she's a really cool lady.
yeah, she was like a profoundly influential game developer in the 80s and 90s. Like actually pretty much a pioneer of game development. She's a cool person, at least from what I remember.
Yeah, her stream is super mega dropping frames.
That's weird.
Yep.
Internet shit a pig.
Oh, sorry.
You guys can
Oh,
see
you
it.
Are
uploading?
you uploading something?
Oh, Kathleen started uploading feed dump.
God damn it!
Cancel that. Have you canceled it yet?
How do I stop it?
You click the X on the progress bar.
Yeah, she did it.
Hashtag right nothing.
I'm sorry, I thought you guys were still on a break.
We're online.
Go see. We've been online the whole time. No. I said point this at Kathleen. Is what I'm
I
saying.
didn't know what that was.
I was trying to upload feed dump, and I thought you guys were on a break.
You just looked like you were pointing at the camera. I'm like, okay.
Sorry, I was saying go around. Hey. Okay. Let's shoot this.
You look like a shit.
Ram, do you need me to shoot anything? Or I'm gonna go work on.
Yeah, no, work on the thing.
Okay.
All right. Let's shoot these scenes.
Okay.
Cam, could you grab your laptop so I can have the script?
Yeah.
You gonna apply the dust?
Somebody remind me about the
No. Because I wanted to do a close-up, but I don't want to feature this. So I've decided not to do the dust thing because I wanted to do a close-up on like the phone, but I don't want to like feature this phone. So that should be fairly well.
You're a bit taller than what it expected.
Here you go, Cam.
All
So
right.
as long as you can see some of this,
Yep.
you can see this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh, I've got these binders.
Do you want me to take a picture of this to make sure you approve the framing, or?
It's probably fine.
Okay.
Wow, man, that is.
You're real warm.
Headphones.
You're
One
moist.
thing.
Does this not lock anymore?
Erase the whiteboard. You can't see that in the frame. Wait, well, I'll do it. Should be looking at that camera. Is that Paul? Or
Corner.
Alex? What?
You
What's
can
going
see
on?
just the corner. It's fine.
Oh, okay. We can.
Right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's all from the. It's actually just water from wetting my hair down.
Whoop! Oh no!
No. It's okay. This video's been uploaded now.
Goodbye, Alma Cat.
My word.
I'm so glad you didn't have your.
Yeah, where is the headphone jack again on this one?
Wet shirt is not intentional, but I'm kind of okay with it.
The headphone jack?
Yeah.
It's on the back.
Right, next to the headphone icon.
We also need a card for that.
Oh yeah, shoot. There should be space on it.
Graham, is it how you would like to sit?
Hello?
There you go. Man, I've got your eyelids in focus, so it looks like you're wearing red coal. Please don't.
Oh. Don't copy that floppy.
Please, no.
Don't worry, you can hear that.
That's usually what I say when I do that too. Copy protection. It's the law.
We are Sierra, right?
Yes.
We have 26.
You got goddamn piece of shit.
Don't copy that floppy.
We mean it.
26 minutes.
Cool.
So don't fuck up too many times.
Gotcha.
You can only fuck up
A
like
predetermined
maybe
number
20,
of times.
25 times. I don't know how long this.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and thank you so much for.
Hello?
Hi, and thank you so much for calling the Sierra tip line. You having trouble with King's Quest V? Should I be sort of like scruff it up a little bit? Hello? Hi, and thank you so much for calling the Sierra tip line. You having trouble with King's Quest V? I'm happy to help.
Yeah.
I can see nothing on the desk.
That's fine.
Okay.
Maybe like
record-
at the very like for the first like hello, maybe Alvin like a little bit of like disbelief. Like
Yeah, so I'm like, hello?
it's like I did
Hi,
it.
and thank you.
Possibly you have
Good
have-
afternoon.
had dreams about the phone ringing on many occasions, so
Yeah.
you're a little bit like gun shy. It's like, wait, is it real?
Is it happening?
Okay. Recording.
That's
Okay.
not in the script, but
No,
sure.
it's not. Alright. So, thank you so much for calling Sierra Tip Line. Are you having trouble with King's Quest 5? I'm happy to help. Hello? Good afternoon, and thank you so much for calling the Sierra Tip Line. Are you having trouble with King's Quest 5? I'm happy to help.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's really good. Nailed it. In
You're
there.
like,
That's-
good afternoon.
I,
Check the time.
I like looking up the clock.
Yeah, good afternoon. Excellent.
The
Then-
thing of maybe like looking at the phone like in for like letting it ring like once and like looking at it in disbelief.
I kind of want to catch it. I kind of
Yeah,
want to start
like,
with just a shot
just
of the phone.
Ripping it off the.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So, it does. I'm here. I've got all the hints you could need. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them. Sierra's here to help. So, could you give me the feed if I want to find out if the line still works?
Do you
I
need, do you need
want-
paper for the?
For later, yeah, I will. Yeah.
I was just trying to find out if the line still worked.
It does. It does. I'm here, and I've got all the hints you could need. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them, but Sierra is here to help.
Nice.
And then Sierra, Activision shut Sierra down in 2008. Is your line?
Activision shut Sierra down in 2008.
What year is it? Is Dukakis still president?
Boom dips into shot.
Dukakis.
Michael
It's a
Dukakis.
funny word.
Activision shut Sierra down in 2008.
What year is it? Is Dukakis still president? Actually, I want to ramp down the energy mid-line there. So, okay.
Activision shut Sierra down in 2008.
What year is it? Is Dukakis still president? And then you're like, well, it's been fun, but I don't really need to know anything about King's Quest 5. King's Quest 6, is it?
Well,
Did you know that in order to get past the dangling participles puzzle, you must first collect the iceberg lettuce from the garden and then throw it into the boiling pond? But watch out, it'll melt in your inventory after 5 minutes.
well, this has been fun, but I don't really need help with King's Quest 5.
Wait, that means right.
I don't really need help with King's Quest 5.
King's Quest 6, is it? Well, did you know that to get past the dangling participles puzzle, you need to first collect the iceberg lettuce from the garden and then throw it into the boiling pond? But be quick about it, because it'll melt in your inventory after 5 minutes.
Do you know how mad I was when I figured that one out?
Yeah, no kidding. Definitely can't read the script through the glasses, which is why I'm having to...
Oh.
I was hoping I could teleprompt this, but no. So, oh right, sorry. So your next line is
Neat.
neat.
Okay,
So I'm gonna go. No, please, I got paid by the answer. In order to navigate the cliffs of logic, it's very important you remember the nursery rhymes from your childhood. Pro hint: you'll need the manual, and beware of any character with glowing eyes because they are the evil vizier's genie in disguise.
Wow.
Neat. Okay, yeah, sorry. Neat. Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, please, I get paid by the answer. In order to navigate the cliffs of logic, it's very important that you remember nursery rhymes from your childhood. Pro hint: you'll need the manual. And beware of any character with glowing eyes because they're the evil vizier's genie in disguise. All right.
Okay, neat. Well, I'm gonna go.
No, please, I get paid by the answer. Did you, right.
Neat. Okay, I'm gonna go.
No, please, I get paid by the answer. In order to navigate the navigate?
Navigate.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay, I'm gonna go.
No, please, I get paid by the answer. In order to navigate the cliffs of logic, you'll need to remember the nursery rhymes from your childhood. Pro hint, you'll need the manual. And beware of any character with glowing eyes. They're the evil vizier's genie in disguise.
Wow, spoilers.
You okay with saying pro hint?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, and I need a piece of paper.
Uh,
Do we have any, old script? Like a piece of paper with some, oh, sweet. Ooh, loose leaf. I'll just have this over here.
you ever hand in an assignment
Do
printed
you need
off
stuff
on
with
loose leaf?
actual text on it?
It would be good.
Yeah, I think it should be
I got some stuff full punch so you can put it in the binder.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, I was gonna, flip through the binder. I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have, a sheet of white paper. Oh,
The green and white printer paper.
Oh yeah, the tractor paper.
my eyes.
Trip.
You can probably just cut for a sec.
Probably.
The unintentional rhyme is weird. Yeah, but that's why I sort of dropped to like the in disguise.
It's good.
Pro hint is kind of out of character. I don't think so.
No, really. Yeah.
For a strat would be weird.
Wheat strats.
Yeah, that
Tech
would
strats.
If you're not a total noober, you just get good. You ever think of that?
llama.
You're such a llama.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with.
I'm laughing out loud.
I'm having trouble with Queeleg. Well, are you like hitting her with your weapons? Yeah, but she keeps killing me. Oh, well, it sounds like you're doing everything right. Just do it better.
Yeah. So it's really important to dodge. Why aren't you dodging her attacks?
Yeah.
That's like,
The
I'm going to
best.
say this as clearly as I can. Dodge!
The best question ever to ask any Dark Souls streamer is, why didn't you dodge?
Oh.
You know, I thought about it. We ran it by the committee. There was a lot of back and forth with the Strata Council about
Try
it.
not to get hit by lava, son.
When she poots, you gotta scoot. Jam that sword right in the
Actually,
thorax.
I'm cleaning up our scripts. I'm looking for. Does the paper have to have printing on it, or is it just
I
white?
think it would be good.
Yeah, just print out anything.
Okay.
Or
So
or
I think they're-
what text do you want to eat?
The trick is you shoot Queeleg right in the lady.
Here, while
And it
Paul's doing
staggers
that,
her.
Have you
while Paul's
ever
doing that,
seen-
I'll record. Wait, shut up. While Paul's doing that, I'll record the bit for the stinger.
Okay. Recording.
Don't know why I'm holding the phone, but here we are. If you would like to order a copy of the Roberta Williams, if you would like to order a copy of the Roberta Williams hit single "The Girl in the Tower," we can send it to you on a series of 16 3.5-inch floppies. Just send cash or money order to wherever I am.
Where am I?
Cut.
Oh, what is this?
What is that?
It's like some old desert bus stuff.
Wow,
Character
these are old papers.
Okay.
It's just a series of credit card numbers.
Verisimilitude.
Which one should I put in my mouth?
The one with the grid chart on it? No,
Uh,
I don't know.
I think they're just like sample printouts of.
I'm just making
the-
sure there's no like addresses on it.
Yeah,
You're
I
about
looked.
to
I
literally-
think they're just sample printouts of the Canada Post site, but without actual stuff filled in.
So, okay, quick comedy vote. Is it better to just be like, and push the center into my mouth and just sort of start chewing, or like tear a corner off?
I think if you put the center into your mouth, it will cover your face.
Yeah.
Well, not if I do it like that.
Should you
Yeah. Okay, that could work.
like?
mean,
Is
chewing the
the
corner
You
is
can do
pretty
multiple
funny.
takes. How many
Yeah.
sheets of paper do you feel like eating?
Fair enough.
Is the idea that you're like stress eating,
I guess.
or are you? Or are you like?
Chat's pretty keen on the tearing off a corner.
Okay.
Like I was
It's
thinking,
like-
maybe you should just be like, like, you hang up or whatever, or it hangs up, and then just sort of like, and then rip off a chunk and start eating it.
I think you should rip it off the page. Just be like, oh.
But just the idea that it's like, well, time to go back to eating. That because he's not like desperate to eat the paper, but that's all he has.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
A tonic of chopped paper and vinegar.
All right.
All right. Recording.
So, do I hang up for? Because I don't want this to
I
take
don't think
too
you
long,
should
so
completely hang up. I think you should just
like,
let the phone fall slack in your hand. Yeah. And it's like, yep.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Could you do the WoW spoilers?
Wow, spoilers.
I don't want to be like fumbling with it. I just want to be able to grab it and go. So, grab and go paper.
It's not visible on camera.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna just. Yeah.
Okay.
wow, spoilers. Oh, that's
Not
really
good.
visceral sounding.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't much care for it.
Nope.
It's good roughage.
Yep.
All right. Okay, that was that part.
Mm-hmm.
And now for the other half.
Here you go.
Here we go.
No, glasses were not. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Sorry, the glasses were off in the Stinger, but the Stinger's audio only. So I don't care. There we go. All right, back to the friend zone.
God, this thing puts out a lot of heat.
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like multiple fans, or at least one fan. Like you can see through the. There's venting in this camera. I don't think it'll come across on that camera, but there's venting in here. Most of this is heat sink, and there's a fan in the bottom.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the detector is right here,
Yeah,
and then everything else is just. Yeah.
I assume so. Yeah. Hrunk. Whoop.
Hey everyone, why don't we go over to the friend zone?
That's just like PS2 games and stuff.
Grab one of the boxes from Ian's pile with like the old old Dreamcast ones. So, who are these people? Who are these good speech boys?
I can absolutely be one of the people.
Okay.
Is it like Paul and Cam? Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, whoever wants it.
Sure. So who's on the phone for most of it?
I'll be on the phone.
Okay.
He's such a good bridesman.
Whoops.
Nice.
What's up, TQ?
Wow, look at all these games.
TQ's here?
In the chat. Yeah. So if you guys want to sit beside each other on the couch there.
This couch?
Yeah. Alex, can I give you this? And also this. Ow.
Are you okay?
I just whipped myself with the mini jack.
I whipped my dick over and over.
Sonic Classics. Yeah, hi.
So, yeah.
I need
Sonic
some help with
Classics.
Sonic. Run fast. Oh right, okay.
So I looked that up. This game, Sonic Classics, that Paul's holding for the Genesis.
The first three games.
Okay, what does it say on it?
Includes 3 great Sonic games.
Includes 3 great Sonic games. You know what those games are? Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Oh, yeah.
I've never
right in the
heard
Mean Bean
of
Machine.
that game by Sega before.
Oh hey, also
I'm not
Castlevania
familiar
Bloodlines.
with it.
Get it? Guys, it's
Vampires.
vampires. So basically, all of their lines are bloodlines.
Can we please tape that shit or something?
Really funny on camera. Because it was just like, whoop, boom, just right out of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, could we please
Yeah.
get some tape?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, we should just replace that. Like we have other mic clips.
That
might work better.
scared the shit out of me.
Foreplay on the Sega Genesis system.
Foreplay.
Apparently.
Foreplay on the Sega Genesis. That did never happen to me.
Oh, that sounds so weird.
Avoid exposing cartridge to extreme temperature. Be careful not to.
If you could just
immerse the
see your
cartridge
way
in
to
water.
not doing that, it would be great if you could not to do that.
For protection, place cartridge inside protective plastic case for not in use. I like just. It doesn't say. Don't.
Hi.
It doesn't say don't immerse it in
Whoa,
water.
that was fucking loud as shit.
What did you do?
You just
Oh.
bop.
It doesn't say don't immerse it in water. It says be careful not to immerse it in water.
If you could just
Not.
take your care.
Yeah, we know that it's sometimes you accidentally immerse things in water,
Mm-hmm.
but please don't
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
Like your mom.
Could you not?
Okay.
All right.
So we're looking at these.
Yeah. So then, Paul, I guess we'll have the. Let me get the.
Like, oh man, remember when these things used to have like tip lines?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it actually still works.
Huh.
You should phone them. I'll stand here.
I'll get. I need a phone for this bit.
Is your phone right here? This is
Yeah, your phone's
on
right
your
here, Cam.
desk table. Phone's right here.
I don't pay attention to things.
So yeah, Paul. So acting like you've seen one, be like, "Oh yeah," and like point at it. So you're like, "Oh
Right.
yeah." Remember when games had tip lines? And then Cam, you're like, "Wow."
Yeah, wow.
I wonder if it still works. And then just pick it up.
All right. So it's just like, oh hey, it's a, oh hey. Remember when games had tip lines?
Wow. We should call it, see if it still works.
Just like that.
Okay.
All right. I'm rolling.
Beautiful Joe.
Am I in or out?
You are out.
Sorry, the line is, wow, look at all these old games.
Nope. You don't. You don't have a first line.
Okay.
Like, Paul's first line is just, "Hey, remember when games had tip lines?"
Yeah,
You're just
okay,
looking
okay.
through old shit.
Should I like pull a few games out first?
No, I think it's fine. Actually, that black case works because it could be anything.
Yeah.
You can even like open that up and then see the tip line on the inside.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, that totally works. All right.
Okay.
Yep. Go for it.
I guess I'll put this in.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh hey, remember when games used to have tip lines?
Oh, wow, we should call it and see if it still works.
You could do that. Do that one more. But after you pick up your phone, look over again.
Yeah,
at it,
oh, right,
'cause
yeah,
it, 'cause
yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
I know it perfectly now.
Yeah.
Memorized.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not a speed dial.
Oh hey, remember when games? I was like, remember when phones used to have tip lines? Alright. Oh hey, remember when games used to have tip lines?
Oh, wow. We should call it and see if it still works.
Sweet. All right, and I'm gonna cut, and then the rest of it I'm gonna come.
This.
I'm gonna come around closer and get this
Yeah.
cam.
Hello.
Excuse me.
My copy of Sega Genesis Jeopardy
Actually, let me unplug it.
isn't working. It keeps asking me to answer in the form of a question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That is how you play Jeopardy. Use
Oh.
Scrabble. This is fine.
I bet there's some really hard questions in this.
Well, considering it's from like 1993.
Christian, could you
Yeah,
help
I
me
was
move
gonna
the
say,
couch
it's
back?
like I used to have a copy of like Trivial
you.
Pursuit from the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
It's
that must be
impossible. Yeah, it's like who won the Olympics in who won the long jump in 1985? It's
Yeah.
like, come on.
Have you seen the pictures, that picture gallery of the Rio Olympic grounds?
No,
Oh, it's sad.
that didn't take long.
Nope.
What is it just?
Yeah. They've been heavily vandalized
Yeah, that's a shame.
and completely out of use.
Man, Vancouver, Vancouver, I think is like one of the only Olympic host cities that has succeeded very well in reusing its.
I think it actually
infrastructure.
is. Like,
I mean-
literally one of the only cities.
Or at least in recent times.
Yeah.
The first time we were in Japan, Kathleen and I found a bunch of stuff from Nagano,
Yeah, like I remember seeing like the bobsled runs and
just abandoned shit.
yeah.
I think Salt Lake City did pretty well out of the Olympics. I seem to recall reading that somewhere. That they were one of the only places that had actually made like money.
Oh yeah, London.
Single-use
Yeah, London.
bobsled
That's a good
course.
point. London probably did pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Atlanta?
Atlanta apparently, though
Oh, okay.
I've never been. So
Okay.
All right.
So my
like,
line is.
Would this be in shot or no?
no, you're not shot at all. So this is all just Cam's stuff. Oh, here we go.
Fine.
Actually, Paul, could you feed Cam his lines?
Yes. All right. Hi. I just wanted to find out if the line still works.
So okay.
Oh.
I'm rolling. So, hi, hello. This is the Sierra tip line, or whatever it is. What do I say? What's my line?
Thank you for
are you having
calling.
help? Are you having trouble with King's Quest V? I'm happy to help.
Right. Having trouble with King's Quest V? I'm happy to help.
Oh wow. Yeah. Hi. I was just calling to find out if the line still worked.
you point the mic. Yeah, there we go. Cool. One more time. Hi. Well, thanks for calling. I'm happy to help.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just calling to find out if the line still worked.
Yep, it sure does. Sierra is here for you.
I'm pretty sure Activision shut down Sierra I'm pretty sure Activision shut Sierra down in 2008.
I'm pretty sure Activision shut Sierra down in 2008.
What year is it?
Is Dukakis still president? And then this is where you're like,
Well, this has been fun, but I don't really need to know anything about King's Quest V, so...
So you're just trying to extract yourself. You can move the mic a little closer, Alex. Go ahead.
Oh, well, this has been fun, but I don't really need to know anything about King's Quest V.
So...
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, well, this has been fun, but I don't really need to know anything about King's Quest V, so...
Great.
And then he does, watch out, it'll melt in your inventory in 5 minutes. And then you say, neat. Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Neat.
Yes, so I was imagining this one sort of like, neat. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Neat.
Sorry, I just moved the camera. One more time.
Neat. Okay, so I'm gonna go.
And then, no, please. And then character with glowing eyes because they're the evil vizier's genie in disguise.
Oh, okay, wow, spoilers.
And then just hang up.
Right.
Oh, okay, wow, spoilers. Idiot.
I don't think you need to like, oh, okay. I think just like, wow, spoilers.
Yeah.
Boop.
Wow.
Sorry, you moved. I'm just... Okay, go ahead.
Wow, spoilers. Jackass.
Sweet. And that's it. Okay, that is it for the Schoost. And now we're going to take another quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to edit it. So don't go away. Hello. I am Cropman.
Sometimes people just don't have eyes.
Could someone come tilt the camera up slightly?
You check the audio on the...
Oh yeah. Can you all hear this at home?
No.
No? Refresh the thing.
Oh, there we go.
All right, cool. Let me bring the chat up. One sec. Hey, could one of you get... It's okay, Paul's doing it. Thanks, everybody.
That's what they're here for.
Hey, there we are. All right. Glad I washed my hair this morning. All right. Oh yeah. Who's this? I forgot.
I'm Kathleen. Someone said it.
This is Christian. AKA
That Kathleen, that haircut Kathleen got was really quite radical.
AKA IMAT156 or IMAT is coming to visit.
Yep.
So.
Friends call me Matt. True story.
What was the origin of that?
So
If it's not too embarrassing.
I was young, so here's how my oldest
That's a
brother
bad
tells it.
start. All right.
He says he came up with the name because it sounded vaguely robotic and futuristic and cool.
Okay.
Then apparently I immediately stole it and have been using it ever since.
Huh. All right.
I was too young to remember this, so who knows?
Damn it.
No, please, I get paid by the answer. Cool. Good? Okay. No, please, I get paid by the answer. In order to navigate... Wow, those glasses are ridiculous. King's Quest 6, is it? Okay, so I'm going to go... No, please... So, right now this is pretty straightforward. I'm just going to sort of...
Be quick about it, because it'll melt in your inventory after 5 minutes.
I'm just sort of going to chunk up the different takes.
The boiling pond. But what year is it? Is Dukakis still president? What year is it? Is Dukakis still president? I have eaten some of them, but Sierra is here to help.
I do like that Dukakis line. Because that implies not only that he thinks it's a long time ago, but also that he's sure that Dukakis was going to win.
Quest 5. I am happy to help.
Little boom in there.
Where? Oh yeah, a little bit of boom there. That's okay. That's fixable.
Got some boom butt.
Hello? Good afternoon, and thank you so much
For asking if chunk up is the technical term. I believe so.
Yep, just chunk it up. I don't know, that's what we just call it, is when we're just turning it into just these little chunks and then we'll go back and refine it better later.
I think we should keep the one where the boom is very
like to
clearly
order a
in
cup?
shot.
So the new camera, which we talked about it before, it can shoot at 4K. We don't, because that's a ridiculous amount of
Too many Ks.
too many gigabytes of footage. But we do shoot at 2K because it looks a little nicer, but it allows us to do what I'm about to do here, which is I'm finding the point where it's the most in shot, which is here. It allows us to scale up to, I think, like 104% without losing any data when exporting at 1080.
I mean, in this case, it's a lock-off shot,
it
so
does.
you could also
I'm-
just mat it out.
I could also mat it
I'm
out.
here, and I've got all the hints you could need.
So that's that. In fact, actually, since Paul mentioned it, I will actually show you. Sometimes this happens where you can see the boom. So what I'm going to do is go to this frame here.
I mean, in this case, it happens to be a pristine white background too, which makes it super easy.
Yeah, but usually what I do in instances where we have a lock-off shot where the boom comes in, sometimes we do that intentionally. Actually, if we have a very wide shot that's what we say a lock-off, meaning the camera doesn't move, it's locked on the tripod. Sometimes we'll have a very wide shot, and the only way to get audio that doesn't sound echoey is to actually intentionally dip the boom into shot and then edit it out in the way that I'm going to be doing here. So I'll insert a freeze frame of just this shot, which is totally clean. So I have this freeze frame, nothing's moving in it. And I'm going to drag it up to put it over top there. I'm going to set this back out. So now during this shot, I have this.
I'm here, and I've got all the hints you could.
So then I'm going to put a mask on this layer, just a normal shape mask, which will keep whatever part of the upper
I'm here, and I've got all the.
whatever part of the upper layer I designate, which in this case is going to be
Seamless.
just up here. So now we get this.
It does. I'm here, and I've got all the hints you could need. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them, but Sierra is here to help. What?
There you go.
You just gotta you gotta run the footage and make sure that like you don't lean back and part of your head gets cut off. Right?
Yeah, so there's definitely been times when on the first pass I'll notice that like I'll have done it like this, and then
It does. I'm here, and I've got all.
see it's sort of my head going a little bit into it.
It's eating you.
Or I might do it where you still see part of the boom. But in this case, we're all right. Okay, so this is the stinger
Roberta
thing.
Williams.
So if you use floppy disks for storage, could you film in 4K? And how many would that be?
Was it like 3.5 megs? Is that what a floppy disk would take? Like the hard floppies?
1.4.
1.4 megs?
Well, technically 1.44.
1.44. Yeah, that's not.
Formatted, there was usually
You
closer
couldn't
to
even
1.2.
you couldn't even get a frame of 4K video.
No.
No. Each frame is like over 10 megs.
So yeah, that would be a large number of floppies.
Yeah.
I'd like to order a copy of the Roberta Williams hit single "The Girl in the Tower." We can send it to you on a series of 16 3.5-inch floppies.
I like the idea
Just
that
send cash
making-
money order to.
putting 4K
Wherever
video
I am.
onto floppy disks, you would end up with a thing like the space that your storage would take up will be significantly more than the equivalent amount of like 35 millimeter film.
Yeah.
Like essentially you'd be attaching floppy disks together like frames of 35 millimeter film,
Yep.
except you couldn't see it.
All right. So the cash or money order joke
Well-
goes too long, so we'll just not do that.
Also, also floppy disks are like notoriously bad for like degrading, so it would be bad. It would be bad.
Somebody suggesting that FPS 60 FPS stands for floppies per second.
Significantly more than that.
Whoops.
Yeah, you could put it on tape. Not, audio cassettes, but there are like high storage space tape systems.
My eyes look so big in these glasses.
They really do. It's kind of amazing.
It's when I was
nearsighted glasses.
when I was moving my head around, everything sort of warped like I was looking through a wide-angle lens.
Yeah.
There'd be like that sort of slight distortion, like when you're looking through a fisheye.
It's the Bubbles on Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
It's the big trick they use on him. Oh hey, remember when games used to have tip lines?
Oh, wow. We should call it and see if it still works.
How many vinyl records were taped? I don't know. It depends on how you encode it onto the vinyl record.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure somebody's figured out some actually pretty good compression.
Oh, okay.
I remember reading a thing a few years ago. Somebody for basically a paper storage mechanism.
Wow, spoilers.
Like they figured out what the
Jackass.
smallest resolution, or like the highest
spoilers.
resolution that you could print on a piece of paper to get the maximum data density per loose leaf piece of paper. And I think it was pretty impressive. Like I think it was like over a kilobyte of data on one piece of paper.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Neat.
That's
Okay,
still,
so I'm
obviously that
gonna
would be a
go.
lot of that would be a lot in order to get frames of video, but still.
We could compress our books so much.
5, so
I know, exactly. Like you could fit way more on a piece of paper in this format
this has
than
been
the equivalent in text.
Yeah.
Except
Hi, yeah.
so the small factor
This has
of
been fun,
not being able to read
but
it.
I don't really
You have to like scan it into a computer and then like run a decoding program on
pretty
it. But
sure
still,
That's a feature they're working on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
V2.
sure Activision shut Sierra down in 2008. Oh, wow.
Microfiche.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just calling to find out if the line still worked.
Yes, limestone tablets.
Just turning Cam's dialogue up a bit.
yeah, microfilm.
Oh, hi.
It's Quest 5.
Microfiche.
I'm happy to help.
Oh, hi. Yeah, wow, spoilers. Jackass.
Of course, now like one of those little teeny weeny like
Wow, spoilers.
micro SD cards is got more space than anything.
Which take do we like better? I don't know that I'm sold on. I found it funny at the time. I don't know if I'm sold on Jackass. So we've got this one,
Wow, spoilers.
which is more like wow, that's a real dick move. Or there's this one,
Wow, spoilers.
which is a little bit more like I'm offended. I'm not sure if I like the first one or the second one.
You put me down?
Wow, spoilers. Wow, spoilers.
I think I prefer the second one.
Paul, your thoughts?
Yeah. People seem to agree with the second. Yeah, I
All right.
think so.
Yes.
I
Voice
don't-
of chat.
Nice.
Wow, spoilers.
I don't think I want to keep the Jackass part.
That's fine.
Let me do color correction to all the cam stuff now while it's all together. It'll just be easier to paste it over. So the color that the new camera gets is actually really nice. Like I've been having to adjust the actual color tones a lot less, which I appreciate. Like, if anything, this might look a teeny bit blue, but I don't think it needs much. Yeah. That seems correct.
Yeah, it does. Looks great.
And then I'll probably do the same here. Whip. Yeah.
Lines.
So these shots, it's important to do scenes individually. This looks good. We could actually do something slightly stylistic with this one.
The highlights were looking a little blue there.
On this shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing like the wall and the thing behind him there. Yeah.
Yeah, we could like try and add like some,
Make him look a little sepia,
not like sepia, but like
or just like slightly desaturated. maybe?
under some old. Yeah, actually, keep turning this out.
Little
Just
older.
under some old lights. Yeah, I'm not trying to make like this footage look old. I'm trying to make it look like he's under old bad lights. You know?
Like slightly greenish, maybe. Is that? I'm just trying to think like what old.
I could add some green to the blacks. Oh wow, yeah. It makes him look like he's in the Matrix a little bit. Subtly Matrix.
Maybe that's where he is. It explains so much.
Here's the before. Wow, what a change! Look at that.
They,
Ooh, yeah.
in order to save money, they loaded
We should
all
call
their
it and see if
tech,
it
all
still
their
works.
hint people into the Matrix in the mid '90s, but didn't tell them about it.
That way all their
If he
supplies
tries to
can fit.
open the door and leaves, there's just nothing out there. It's just white void. He's actually in like a nutrient bath somewhere.
Sorry if that was really loud.
Hello?
Ugh. I think that's the kind of phone we want him to have. And then, even though that's an old touch-tone phone, we can use that for cam. Because it is a bit of an anachronism that the iPhones make those noises. Turn it down way, 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 way down.
Works.
Right, yeah. As Astra says, and then when Activision shut down Sierra, they took all their techs out of the Matrix except for one who they forgot about.
He was in the bathroom at the time. Missed it.
It's like I remember reading a story a long time ago about this like it was like some big it was like a big company like IBM or something, and there was like they had an old an old piece of software for doing like timesheets or something, like one of these things and it was like this old legacy mainframe that nobody bothered to upgrade because it was fine and it worked and everything, and so they used it for years and years and years and years, and then
That's not skeuomorphism either.
something happened, like it stopped working, and they're like, oh, all right, and they realized that nobody actually knew where this server was, like physically where it was, because anybody who had set it up was gone. And so they, through a process of tracing stuff, they realized that it had actually been inside. It was actually like in the wall. Like it had actually been walled into wherever like just nobody had
Wow.
noticed that it was just sitting. It was just sitting quietly in the corner of this, disused area that had been walled off for something else. And there was just like power still running there and a little network cable still connecting it. And it just sat there humming along for like 15 years.
That's amazing.
I've had to debug code like that.
So maybe I'm incorrect about this, but like my impression of skeuomorphism was design meant to, like, I'm trying to think of an example, because the iOS used to be really bad for this, that like the Notes app looked like a leather-bound lined notebook.
Right. It's meant to look like real world stuff.
Yeah. Whereas
with no regard to the new sort of.
Yeah. So maybe like the iPhone, like the keypad though, sounding like sounding like a touch-tone phone. I don't think that's skeuomorphism though, is it?
It is slightly. It's also, that still is actually a functional element though. 'Cause
Yeah.
lots of that's how the systems where it's like push 3 to move to connect to this thing. They work by hearing those tones. But they could play any sound they wanted to you and play their correct tone over the other side if they wanted to, but why bother doing that differently?
Yeah. All right.
I guess it is a slight amount of it.
I guess
just
maybe
in the sense that it's not
Still
actually
works.
used by the phone to connect to the system anymore.
Right.
But if the phone has to connect to it, like for instance, in order to open the front door of my building, I have to push like 6 on the phone, and it needs to make that tone, which is actually kind of a pain in the butt because sometimes it doesn't do it properly.
Whoops! I forgot to turn it.
The phone, that's actually a good one. the phone's camera making a shutter noise.
Yep.
That would be a skeuomorphism thing. Again, there's a practical purpose for it in that it lets you know when a picture has been taken. But the fact that it's a shutter noise is completely legacy. Is completely just make people feel better.
So what am I confusing then between skeuomorphism and anachronism?
Well, and they can be. Skeuomorphism is sort of an anachronistic interface. Like, I think skeuomorphism is kind of a subset of anachronism. And like an anachronism would be something that is set up a certain way and just hasn't been changed.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas skeuomorphism is like making something new, but designing it to look like the old thing. I feel like.
Yeah. We could keep the chat on chat for what we're talking about here, actually. That'd be really great. Okay, so I actually sort of have done this out of the order I normally do it.
Anyway, and say skeuomorphism doesn't necessarily have to be new.
Right.
Or have to be like an old thing.
Right.
It's just a thing that isn't the thing that you're doing. Anyway.
So, because normally I would work out all the timing first, but I wanted to get the colors, so we did it in that order this time.
Yay.
Fanciness.
King's Quest V. I am happy to help.
Oh. Did you just pull all the audio out of the videos? Is that what you did when you dragged down?
So they're still connected, but they're it means that if I grab one end and drag it, I'm only going to be moving the video, not the audio.
Oh, okay.
So I can do little J cuts.
V. I am happy to help.
Oh, hi, yeah.
I'm going to tighten this up even more.
V. I am happy to help.
Oh, hi, yeah. I was just calling to find out if the line still worked.
It does.
Because I want everything that my character says to be like right on top of
Calling to
cam.
find out if the line still worked.
It does. I'm here, and I've got all the hints you could need. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them, but Sierra is here to help.
I'm pretty sure Activision shut Sierra down in 2008.
What?
So like that needs to come in, like the what needs to be whoopsies needs to be right on top.
Sierra down in 2008.
What year is it? Is Dukakis still president?
Yes.
Narita L's asking what FPS we should get. Mostly 30.
Yeah, and by 30 in this case, I wanted to check if we can actually set that because it should be actually 30.
Not 29,997.
Okay, it is 30, but interesting. Okay, it is 30, but the project is 29.97. So let me actually. Here's an annoying Final Cut thing. If any of you use Final Cut, here's a video clip. You can see up here where the cursor is, up near the sub notifier there. It is a 30p clip. The Final Cut project is 29.97, which is what 30p was for a long time. It was a rounding thing. I don't have time to explain it. There's like a 16-minute very interesting video on YouTube. You can find out about why frame rates are what they are, and it's a complete fuck. But I can't change it.
Legacy. We're
there's
stuck with stuff.
Stuff in it. Because this is the Final Cut thing, is that it sticks to whatever the first clip you put in it. So I'm going to select the entire project and cut it to the clipboard. Then I'm going to take a bit of this, put it into the project. So now the project has gone, oh, wow, it didn't actually do it. Now, why didn't it change? Oh, that's unusual. Maybe now there's nothing in it. Now there's nothing in it, I can change it to 30p.
Okay.
Now, this should work, that if I now paste everything back. Okay, so now it's changed. Okay, good. 30p. There we go. Now it's correct.
If you hadn't done that, would it have had to like re-render the entire thing to get rid of that 0.03 of a frame?
Something like that.
To retime it.
Yeah.
Slightly?
So what's annoying is like this clip is no, that's 30p. Where is it? Is it this clip? This clip is 29.97i, which is very weird. So I should probably fix that because I think that's why it's showing up with some slight pixelation on it. Anyway, this is all really deep divey video editing shit that is annoying and stupid.
Some of them, but Sierra is here to help.
Also, you see this? See how there's these frames missing here in the audio?
Is that because of what you just
That's
did?
because of the change.
Oh.
That's annoying.
Here to help.
So I guess the takeaway is make sure you got whatever frame rate you want before you do this.
Before you start editing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll rewatch everything to make sure that it's all timed okay. But.
Down in 2000.
So Phoenix Familiar had a good
what-
point.
what-
Your scenes sound a little more echoey, which fits perfectly into.
Yeah, because it's just in a more echoey room. Yeah.
Yeah.
What year is it? Is Dukakis still president?
Oh, well, this has been fun, but
That's like a little tighter than I want.
Still president?
oh, well,
You'd be amazed how much comedic timing you can change by 1 or 2 frames of difference.
Yeah.
this has
I
been
mean,
fun,
we've seen that a little
but
bit on previous crap shoots. The thing of like
Yeah.
just
Quest 5, so,
leaving somebody to like react to something just slightly longer.
5, so...
King's Quest 6, is it? Well, did you know
Di-
that to get
Diamond
past
Tiki
the
says
dangling
Cam
part
should be at 30, but Graham should be at 29.97, just to emphasize the difference in time.
Should do like. Here we go. We'll just.
Well, did you know that to get past the dangling participle...
There you go.
5, so...
King's
Yeah.
Quest 6,
Yeah. We do sometimes shoot at 60 if we're going to do like a slow-mo thing or
is it?
something.
Well, did you know that to get past the dangling participles puzzle, you need to first collect the iceberg lettuce from the garden?
Interestingly enough,
inventory
this
after
stream
5
is actually
minutes.
currently being broadcast at 60.
Is this
Although-
one being broadcast at 60?
It is. Although it occurs to
After
me
5
that
minutes.
Neat.
the cameras are actually sending 30, so that's probably there's probably no point to that.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
It makes sense
Okay,
in the
so I'm
it
gonna
makes sense in
go.
the other studio because the games are coming in at 60. But I just realized that there's actually no point to doing
We
it
should-
here. That was silly of us. Anyway,
There was a piece of feedback that someone was watching the VODs from yesterday, the 2 that were done at 60, and said that the audio was slipping in the VODs.
weird.
So we should maybe look into that.
This is all actual advice for the game.
No, these are all real
Real facts.
things from
Real-
the game.
They're
This
real
happens.
facts.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
No, please, I get paid by the answer. In order to navigate the cliffs of logic, you'll need to remember the nursery rhymes from your childhood. Pro hint, you'll need the manual, and beware of any character with glowing eyes. Guys. Skies.
Wow, spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers.
I feel like any hints we had come up with for King's Quest,
Wouldn't be as good as the real things.
yeah, like the real things are
Spoilers.
sillier than we could probably. Well, we could probably come up with something really stupid, but the fact that these are the real ones just adds that extra level of icing on the cake.
Oh wait.
Anybody who actually does know anything about King's Quest will find this very funny.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I hope that somebody who was actually involved in a tip line eventually gets to see this, because they are the target market for this crap shot.
Yeah.
It's a narrow market, but I feel like we have targeted that market quite well.
I think this is gonna really.
It's going to really play with the former
No.
Sierra
I
hint.
think the dial tone is gonna really hammer home the. Oh, for hell! Why is it that I can't change the duration of certain things without it crashing now? Here's a weird recent bug that happened in Final Cut.
Ooh, the pinwheel.
Only when I'm doing the Crapshoot. That's interesting.
It prefers longer form comedy.
I wonder if it's something to do with the HDMI sharing. Anyway, I think the dial tone is really going to help sell the end scene here. Okay, let's take a look.
Oh, hey, remember when games used to have tip lines?
Oh, wow. We should call it and see if it still works.
Hello? Good afternoon, and thank you so much for calling the Sierra Tip Line. Are you having trouble with King's Quest V? I am happy to help.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just calling to find out if the line still worked.
It does. I'm here, and I've got all the hints you could need. They're a little dusty, and I may have eaten some of them, but Sierra is here to help.
I'm pretty sure Activision shut Sierra down in 2008.
What year is it? Is Dukakis still president?
Oh, well, this has been fun, but I don't really need to know anything about King's Quest V, so...
King's Quest VI, is it? Well, did you know that to get past the dangling participles puzzle, you need to first collect the iceberg lettuce from the garden and then throw it into the boiling pond? But be quick about it, because it'll melt in your inventory after 5 minutes.
Neat. Okay, so I'm gonna go...
No, please, I get paid by the answer. In order to navigate the cliffs of logic, you'll need to remember the nursery rhymes from your childhood. Pro hint, you'll need the manual. And beware of any character with glowing eyes. They're the evil vizier's genie in disguise.
Wow, spoilers.
Whoops. Why does it...
Probably don't need the dial tone quite as long.
No, I think the dial... Because I haven't hung up. I think the dial tone should go through that whole thing. I just don't know why it... Oh, that's why. There's a slight...
The loop on the dial tone. I like that if somebody watching this crap shot would actually be spoiled for King's Quest VI.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, spoilers.
This is so finicky. Putting a single frame crossfade on that. There we go. Well, that's stupid.
Better says spoiled for me, thanks, Paul. I'm not the one who spoiled it.
What the?
Cam's the one who spoiled. I just told you that it was spoiled. The spoiling had already happened.
And then...
If you would like to order a copy of the Roberta Williams hit single The Girl in the Tower, we can send it to you on a series of 16 3.5-inch floppies.
It's so sad.
The character with glowing eyes. They're the
He's like, I know you're not there.
In disguise.
Wow, spoilers.
What a crap shot we made. I want to tighten this up a little bit.
There's genie in disguise.
Wow, spoilers.
Great. All right. We did it. We did it.
Awesome.
We did a crapshoot. I mean, I hope I'm not sounding too surprised. We do it often, but the point is, that was a good one. I like it. And it's only, dear God, it's 3:40. All right. I'm gonna go get more food. Hey, come back in a couple hours for AFK, where tonight we are drafting Alex's brand new and unplayed Highlander Cube on an episode of Tap Tap Concede a couple weeks ago now. Alex and James and Cameron finished putting it together. Well, started and did most of putting it together. And then tonight we are going to draft it for you. It's going to be myself, Alex, Cameron, Ian, Ben, and Serge. Is that 6 people? I think so. Tune in to find out.
It's in that ballpark.
That'll be tonight. And then tomorrow, Saturday, Adam's Game House, followed by Loading Ready Live. As always, check the events page on our Twitch channel to see upcoming streams. Okay. Third from the right on Graham's taskbar. What? This? Oh, this? Yeah. This is from last week. This burly chest.
Yeah, people thought they caught you with something dirty.
Yeah.
I guess they
mean,
did kind of.
I
but-
guess it's where is it? It's one of this one. Ooh. Yeah. It's this work boy. Thought you got me, but it was actually Chuck Testa. Why not? Let's dig out the old memes today. All right. Is that a porn? No. I mean, maybe for someone, but not for me.
Isn't everything a porn?
For someone. So, all right. Let's welcome the subs, and then we'll take off. I see 19 of them. Time to make my streamers grow! Oh, so many pixels.
Now I'm only a little bit smaller than I usually am.
Oh, there you go. All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Hi, Fabrice Roberts, a new subscriber or a new supporter of the Patreon. Thank you and welcome.
Oh, Toph the Hermit for 9 months. Oh, look, it's already been some number of months.
Yeah, you know how to do this. You've seen the streams. Ask Who with a 2-month resub. You guys get me addicted to PUBG. Hey, you're welcome. I think it's fun.
Myself for 42 months.
Yeah.
Sort of amazing punchline here.
Yeah, what's your amazing punchline? Set yourself up for that. Try on with a 6-month resub. New hair game is strong, Kathleen. Kathleen, someone likes your hair.
Eric 90 for 10 months, plus quite a few more months, but who's counting?
Yes, there was a lapse in there.
Twitches.
Twitch, yeah. Jay Chinnick, hey, Jason! Jason, a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. It's not all fucked.
Thrawn Falling, also a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel.
Jay Griffins with a 9-month resub. Ah, good to get that bathwater out. Wait, wasn't supposed to be a sub baby around here somewhere? Uh-oh.
Lunic C, or Lunic for 25 months. Paul, you'll have to bolt the bird. Always bolt the bird.
Say Icon Jr. with a 24-month resub. 24 months of lurving. If you can call this lurving.
Eldrazi Outlaw for 40 months. Insert amusing witticism here. I like your style.
You got to make all these up. Startled Lemur with a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. We'll speak softly.
John Terror for 40 months. Holy butts, 40 months. That's a lot of months.
It's so many, and we thank you for all of them. Friendly Fire TV, another new subscriber. Wow, what a day for new subs. Welcome to the channel.
Frank and Freddy for 16 months. Oh, sweet 16. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was basically just left to screaming zombie, 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 E. Never been inside a 16th chapel, though. Lur Beach.
Zafari Man with a 4-month resub. Welcome back, Zafari Man. Thank you.
Basil Hunter for 6 months. Half a year resub on my half birthday. Awesome. A great crap shot down memory lane.
Hey. And thanks for 460 bits from Foxmar320, Senior Rod, Kavina, Hamster Hotep, Valhalla Knight, and Hoktari. Thank you all so much. Yay!
Muffins.
Thanks, Paul. Look at them. Look at them go. All right, that's it for the Crapshoot. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to go away, and then, like I said, come back in a couple hours for AFK. We're going to be streaming Alex's Highlander Cube. It's going to be a lot of fun. See you later. That thing where you clap every time you say a word. It works better with emojis.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.